Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're watching from. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a topic in mathematics on the mean, variance, standard deviation of grouped data. But before you do that, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that red button so that you'll be easily notified whenever I post a new video. Like the video and also share the video. Leave the comment in the section below. I'll be happy to respond to your questions. Okay. I'm very sorry today. There's noisy a lot of here today because there's some construction going on. So I hope you'll be able to get me clear. So the question is, the table below shows the amount of money spent by 100 learners at school on a particular day. So this is a table showing the amount of money spent by the learners on that particular day. Okay, now in this case, okay, my table had finished here, so just included this part here. Okay, so if I was to put the frequencies, I forgotten to put the frequencies, so we have 18 here, we have 7, we have 25, we have 16, we have 7, and the last one is 2. Okay, so the question is calculate the standard deviation. You cannot find the standard deviation before you find the mean, variance. So these three, they go hand in hand. Okay, so to help us to calculate the mean, variance and standard deviation, we're going to draw a table. We have to draw a table. We need to draw a table with the 8 columns. Okay, so the first column will have, the data value or the amount in kwacha in this case. So we have the amount in kwacha. That's the first part of the table. And the second part, we have frequency. Frequency. Okay, in this case was given direct as frequency, but sometimes they will use the word the number of. Okay, the number of learners. So if they use the word the number of, they simply mean frequency. So this question, we are lucky it was written direct the word frequency. So frequency sometimes can be presented by the word where they say the number of. Okay, so the second column contains the frequency. I'm just going to write the letter F. Okay. Now the other column contains what is called the mean, which is x. The midpoint, sorry. The midpoint, which is represented by the letter x. Okay. So after the midpoint, we have to find the mean. After the midpoint. But before the mean, you need to have the box of fx. Okay, so fx meaning f times x. Okay, after this point, we have the mean. Mean is represented by that, the x bar that represents the mean. If you want to calculate the word mean, it's okay. Then you write x bar at the bottom. Okay. When you find the mean, now we need to find the x minus mean. X minus mean. When you find the x minus mean, now we need to find the x minus mean squared. Okay? Then when you find the x minus mean squared, okay, level is too high. Let me just see if you're able to see what I'm writing. Okay, x minus mean squared. This is x minus mean squared. Okay, when you put that on the other column, which is the last one probably, is f open bracket x minus mean squared. Okay, so we need to have that. So once you have this table, it becomes easy for you to find the the standard deviation. Okay, there are different ways to solve this, of course. I know the other way does not require this table, but this table is easier for everyone because we're following each step which is, being done. So we start listing, the amount in the quarter which has been given in grouped values, grouped data. We have 0 less than x, which is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so to make it faster, I'll just use 0 to 5. Okay, you can use that. Okay, write what is here. Then the other one is 5 to 10. The other one is 10 to 15. The other one is 15 to 20. The other one is 20 to 25. The other one is 25 to 30. Okay, so we need to have this. Okay, so it will be fast because the table is a bit big, it's huge, so you have to be very fast. Okay. Hope you are able to see what I'm writing here. So they are visible enough. Okay, I've started to draw it what is you are seeing what is happening so that you can follow properly. Then here we'll be putting the totals, or if you want the summation, the totals of the sum of these things to be finding there. Okay, so frequency has already been given. So for the first data value, frequency is 13. Okay, second is 27. Then we have 35. Then we have 16. Then we have 7. And the last one is 2. You can follow this. This is frequency. Now, the third part you have to find, you need to calculate T, which is fx, meaning that f times x, frequency times the midpoint. Of course, you need to find the midpoint for you to find that. So let's find the midpoint. The midpoint is the number between these data values. So you add 0 plus 5, then divide by 2. So 0 plus 5 divided by 2 will give you 2.5. Okay? 0.5 divided by 2 give you 2.5. This one again, this becomes 5 plus 10 give you 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. Okay, so that's a lot of noise today. Okay, then next is 10 plus 15, which is give you 25. Then 25 divided by 2 will give you 12.5. You place on the calculator if you want to confirm that. Okay, then we have 15 plus 20, which is giving you 55. So 55 divided by 2, we have 17.5. Okay, 17.5. Next we have 20 plus 25, which are getting 45. So 45 divided by 2, we have 22.5. The last one, that is 30, we're getting 55. So 55 divided by 2, 55 divided by 2, we have 27.5. Okay, that is 27.5. So when you find that, you need to find now the product, which is the f times x, frequency times the mean. Frequency times the mean. So in this case, we have 13 times 2.5, which is giving us 32.5. Next, we have 27 times 7.5. 27 times 7.5. Okay, 27 times 7.5. We have 202.5. 202.5. Hope the numbers, you're able to see those numbers I'm writing. I drew very small boxes. Okay. Next, we have 35 times 12.5. So 35 times 12.5, we have 437.5. So we have 437.5. Next, we have 16 times 17.2. 16 times 17.5. Sorry, 17.5. So we have 280. Exact. Okay. Then the other one is 7 times 22.5. 7 times 22.5. We have 157.5. 157.5. The last one is 2 times 27.5. 27.5. We have 55. Okay. So that is the the fx. Now to find the mean, you have to find the sum of the fx and the sum of the frequency. For the sum of the frequency is already even in the question saying there are 100 linears. So when you add these numbers, they should give you 100. You can add that, it should give you 100. Now we also need to find the sum of fx. So if one can write just total here, then we're writing the totals down. If one can write again the summation of fx. Okay, so we add now the fx. We have 32.5 plus 202. Okay, 202.5 plus 437.5 plus 437.5 plus 280 plus 157.5 plus 55. Okay, so we're getting 1,000. Okay, we'll do it like this. That is going to be big. So we have 1,165. Okay, so that is the total for the fx. So now to find the mean, I'm going to cross this before. To find the mean, we use the formula. Mean of grouped data is equals to the summation of fx over the summation of frequency. So what is the summation of fx? Meaning the answer which we get when you add all these numbers, we are getting 1,165 over the summation of frequency, the total frequency, which is 100. Okay, then you divide 1,165 divided by 100, which we are getting 11.65. So the mean is equals to 11.65. So you have to write the mean throughout. The mean is the same at all points, so we have 11.65, even there 11.65, there 11.65, there 11.65, okay, 11.65, 11.65. Okay, when you find now the mean, the table tells you what to do. You can say that is x minus mean, meaning that the midpoint which we have found here minus the mean which is here. Okay, so that is 13 minus 11.65. Okay, that is 1.35, so 1.35. Again, next we have, okay, not leave 13, sorry, we are not using frequency, we're using the midpoint. So midpoint is 2.5, 2.5 minus 11.65, getting negative 9.15, negative 9.15. Next, we have 7.5 minus 11.5. So 7.5 minus 11.65, which we are getting negative 4.15. Negative 4.15. Next, we have the 12.5 minus 11.65. 12.5 minus 11.65, which is giving us 0.85. 0.85. Next, we have 17.5 minus 11.65. 17.5 minus 11.65. So we have 5.85. 5.85. Okay. Next, we have again 22.5 minus 11.65. 22.5 minus 11.65. So we have 10.85. 10.85, and the last one, which is 27.5 minus 11.65. 27.5 minus 11.65. We have 15.85. 15.85. Again, if you see the next column explains to you what you have to do. You see? So here it is x minus mean squared. So the answer which you have found here, you have to square those answers. Okay, so we have negative 9.15 squared, which is giving you 83.72. Now, for you to get the correct answer, you have to be, you have to be careful. You need to write, open brackets, then you say negative 9.15 cross bracket squared. That's going to give you the positive answer. Okay, next we have negative 4.15. Negative 4.15 squared is giving us 17.22. 17.22. Okay, next 0.85 squared. 0.85 squared is giving us 0.72. 0.72. Next we have 5.85. 5.85. Now we need to square that. We are going to get 34.22. 34.22. Next, we have 10.85 squared. 10.85 squared. We have 117.72. Next, we have the last one, which is 15.85 squared, giving us 251.22. 252. Then now, if you check again, the next column is explaining what you're supposed to do. The answer which you have found here times 2. This is mean x minus mean squared, which is x minus mean squared there, but multiplied with the frequency, which is f. So start with the last one. So times the frequency of the last one, which is 2. So times 2, giving us a 502. 502.45. Okay. Next, we have 117.72 times the frequency, which is 7. So we have 7 times 117.72 8.72, giving us 824.04. Next we have for the next frequency we have 16 times 34.22. 16 times 34.22 is giving us 547.52. Then next we have 35 times 0.72. 35 times 0.72, which is giving us 25.2. 25.2. You need to be careful when placing these numbers. You have to be very careful, extra careful. Then 27 times 17.22. So 27 times 17.22. Okay, giving us 464.94. Then the last one, that is 83.72 times frequency 13. Okay, which is 1088.36. Okay, let me just go through this one. Okay, no, this one is correct. It's okay. I think they're all correct. Okay, let me just confirm this one. This way I might be sure that you made a mistake. So it's 117.72 times frequency, which is 7 times 7, got 8. Okay, it's correct. I didn't make a mistake. It's okay. Now, what you need to do is you need to find the sum of these. You need to find the sum of these. You add them on your calculator. So we have 1088.36 plus 464.94 plus 25.2 plus 547. So 547.52 plus next we have 824.04 plus 502.45. Okay, then you need to add that, and I'm going to have the sum as in. So the sum or the total is 3,452.51. Okay, when you draw this table and calculate these necessary totals or sum, it becomes very easy for you to find the variance. Okay, it becomes very easy for you to find variance. So for variance, mean of already found is 11.65. So for variance is equals to the summation of f open bracket x minus mean squared over summation of frequency. Okay, now in that case we have already found the summation of fx minus mean squared, which is 3,452. So we just replace this number here, and it becomes okay. Let me write this side. Let me write this side. Okay, so variance is equals to the summation of f open bracket x minus mean squared over the the summation of frequency. So the summation of this, we have already found it is here. You see that 3,452. So we have 3,452.5, okay, 1 over the summation of the frequency, meaning that the total frequency, which is 100. Then we divide that answer which you have by 100, which you are getting 34. So variance is equals to 34.52, 53 in this case, round off, 34.53. Now when you find the variance, that is when you can find now the standard deviation. So standard deviation is equals to the square root of the variance. Standard deviation is just the square root of the variance, so this becomes SD is equals to the variance, so square root of 34.53. So find the square root of that, which we are going to have 5.2. So standard deviation is equals to 5.875, which becomes SD is equals to 5.88. Okay, so that's how we find the standard deviation, the variance, and the mean of group data. So if you have questions, you can leave the question in the comment section below. I'll be happy to respond to your question. Don't forget to hit the red button, subscribe, like the video, and share, so that you'll be the first people to be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.